Most of us use our phones during our breaks when we have some free time or just want to relax. And this seems logical, right? We're all working hard, dealing with a bunch of stuff, and need to decompress and forget about all the stress in our lives. Well, here's the problem. Even though our bodies may be physically resting, our brains are not. They continue to be stimulated, firing short, quick bursts of dopamine that feels good for a minute, but leaves us feeling drained and depleted as the dopamine spike crashes. It's no different than if you work out hard, run, lift, or whatever, and then you spend your break eating candy. It feels good for a minute, but then the sugar crash leaves us feeling worse, hungry, irritable, and unsatisfied. Remember, dopamine is not just a pleasure molecule, it's also a motivating one, right? It pushes us to do hard things, pursue that relationship, learn that new skill, get an advanced degree, maybe start a business, things that actually move your life forward and make your dreams come true. Now, in a normal, healthy brain, there's a good balance between the pleasure side of dopamine and the motivating side. So when we start something hard, we get a surge of dopamine to push us. And as we make progress, we get more dopamine released that actually feels good to us. So our brain learns that putting in effort on things that really matter feels good. And this then keeps us motivated to do more things outside of our comfort zone. And this is how we were designed really to create an upward spiral as our life expands in better and better ways. The problem is that big tech also knows how dopamine works, and they've intentionally hijacked this normal, healthy balance away from motivation all the way toward pleasure with quick micro hits via scrolling, notifications, likes, auto next videos, and streaks. Our brain now learns that it can get a little bit of dopamine by doing really nothing at all. So why do anything that requires real effort, right? Our brains begin to crave these tiny little hits. But since the short dopamine spike quickly fades, we end up needing more and more hits just to really feel anything. Our dopamine reserves, that precious stuff that lets us build the kind of relationships, work, and life we really want, gets used up basically for nothing, right? Watching reels and scrolling does not move your life forward. And I think what's worse is it also doesn't feel good after you're done. So, having a healthy dopamine balance and good dopamine reserves spent on stuff that actually matters feels good, right? It gives us energy, it gives us focus, drive, excitement, all the kind of stuff that we want, but we give it all away to tech companies who sell all of it for profit. You know, Interestingly, the only two industries that call their consumers users are drug dealers and big tech. And this should tell you something, right? Their fundamental approach is the same: get you hooked so that they can make money. So, getting back to breaks, the best way to really take a break from the stress and anxiety is to do activities that don't spike your dopamine for nothing, but actually build it up over time, right? Reading a book, creating something, working on a project that matters to you, taking a walk, or some other form of exercise. When you do these kind of things and you return to your work, your brain is actually truly rested and recharged, and your precious dopamine is preserved. So, if you've been wanting to spend less time on your phone, learn what really feels good, and start building the life that you actually want, this is your sign. I'm opening up 5 spots for my 30-day dopamine rebalance program. Now, you don't have to quit social media, go cold turkey, or give up your phone and go back to a flip phone. There's a proven system that can teach you how to use your phone to make your life better rather than use it compulsively to make someone else richer. So if any of this sounds interesting, message me to grab a spot quickly before they're gone. Thanks.